What's up, my peoples? What's up? What's up? Astro Mystic here. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well this week. And got through the New Year's. We got through the New Year's. I don't know what's happening right here, but that's okay. So these next few weeks are going to be insane. I need to I know I say I want to do videos, but I don't know. I just write better than I talk. But so go to my Facebook page, check out my post. Eventually, I will get into a habit of recording and writing at the same time, possibly. But for now, I still have them separated. So, anyway, so this is your guidance for this week. And I usually start with fire signs. So, this is for Aries, Leos, Sagittarius. And so this week it's like, are you too trusting with your life as it is and how you see your life as it is? Because it's almost like you're trying to micromanage things in your life and micromanage like every little thing in your life, and you can't do that. So it's almost like you're putting limits on yourself when you try to control every aspect of it. And it's just time to like break away from that. It's time to like move away from trying to control everything and trying to keep this or keep that into motion or whatever the case is. Because when you put all those limits on yourself, you're just creating like conditions and like a negative loop, I guess you could say. So forget about what you think your life should be and focus on what it is in the moment and what it is right now and how that looks to you. And I would ask yourself, are you where you want to be? And if you're not, why not? So what do you need to do to get there? And that's where a lot of introspection will come from. I think that is very key right now for you guys. And you're only going to be able to do that is if you take time away from other people and take time away from, the whole idea of what you think. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that the answers are going to come to you with, like, they're going to come to you. And the answers you seek are inside. They're not external. They're not out there waiting for you. They're not from me. The answers aren't coming from me. They're not coming from anybody that you know. You have to seek the answers that you're looking for internally. And if you can break away from all that, what you think and what you want it to be, but not what it is, I think that you're going to turn yourself around. Don't get too impatient with yourself. Don't get too pushy with yourself, because you know how we have these expectations of ourselves and what we want to do or what we think we should do or whatever the case is, and sometimes we just make things worse. So don't do that to yourself and make things, worse or harder for yourself. Give yourself an opportunity to have some introspection, have maybe inspiration, or maybe have time of solitude. Maybe have a time where you just check out for a little bit, a little bit of solitude, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe it's motivation that you need to find within yourself. But whatever that is, to bring some renewal, some new perspective on your life and what you want and how you want to go forward. That's what you need to focus on this week. And so now we have Taurus, Virgos, Capricorns. Those are the earth signs. And For you guys this week, sorry, my eyes have been really burning over the last like 3 days. And I think they're a little red, but you can't really see in this lighting. But, well, maybe you can, but I can't really tell. But, man, my eyes are really burning, so I apologize. I'm blinking a lot. So it's almost like for you guys this week, earth signs, you need to let go of like expectations that you have in your life, like expectations of what you think, expectations of your partner, expectations of your job, of your children, whatever the case is. You need to let all that go. It's time to like release all those attachments to expectations and just allow to be what things are, what your job is, what your children are, what your relationship is, because these are creating little negative limits on each one of them. And maybe you're not in a relationship, maybe you don't have any family, maybe you don't even have a job, maybe it's all of them, maybe it's different combinations of them. No matter what it is, you have to ask yourself, is this what you truly desire? Is this what you really, really want in your life? And if you can say yes, then you need to let go of expectations around those wants and desires. And just allow the flow of what is in the present. Being present in the moments, being present within your life, being present within your relationships, within your children's life. It's just a matter of letting go of trying to create something that's not there. So, while doing this, you need to create boundaries around each of these things. And I know that sounds silly, but while you're trying to let go of expectations, you want to just change the energy, just like turn the energy around and, say, okay, let's just say example. Let's just say you're in a relationship and you both argue about, what do most couples argue about? Food. Where to eat. And so instead of expecting a fight or expecting one to do this or one to do that, why don't you switch that energy and just say, let's do this. I'm just taking an example. Write down 3 places you want to eat, and he write down 3 places you want to eat, and these are like, just say that these are the places that you both like to go. You both always find some food there, and it's a mutual place that you both like. So what you do, instead of creating these little expectations of a fight or whatever the case is, you throw those places in a hat, and tonight you pick one, the next time he picks one, and so there's no expectations, there's no limits, there's no frustrations. Answer solved. Boom. Okay, we're going here. Done. Okay, let's just say it's with one of your children, and you want them to make their bed before they go to their whatever. I'm just trying to figure out. So instead of expecting them to do it, which they should, if you did what you were supposed to do as when they were a small child, or whatever the case is, you got to change the way the dynamics of it is. So if you really want your child to make their bed, educate them. Go in there and speak to them about why they should make their bed. What that teaches them in their mind. Oh, if I don't want to just make my bed because I'm just going to get right back in it. But if you teach them, if you make your bed, when people come into your room, they see how neat and tidy your room is and how beautiful your bed is, and that creates like a responsibility, and it shows the person like a little bit of a maturity level. So if you flip the dynamics of things, you can change things. It's just you have to go into it with a new perspective, a new way of looking at it. And that's kind of hard for some people, kind of stuck in their ways and stuff, but give it a try and see what happens. Because you need those boundaries. You need you need to create those lines of communication. You need to create the boundaries between, what you will accept and what you won't accept, and vice versa. So also this week, there's some kind of improvement for you guys coming up this week. Most of you guys. Something's going to change for the better. But you have to do this work first. You have to think, I'm going to switch my thinking around. You have to always do the work first in order to see, especially the good stuff. You know what I mean? The bad stuff comes because we need to see the change. We need to see it. Or experience it, I mean. So I think this also brings about needing boundaries in your social activity time, like if you're on social media too much, or a social platform, or if you're hanging out with your friends too much, or whatever that social circle is, you need to pull away from that for a little while and really put yourself first, because you're not. You're getting lost in those moments, and you need to pull back so you can fix the other areas in your life that needs to be fixed or altered, should we say. Yeah. Okay, so next we have air signs, which are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And for you guys, it's really going to be some type of ending this week of some sort. Maybe you change jobs. Maybe you stop working one shift and you work another shift. Maybe you end a relationship. Maybe it could be any ending whatsoever. It could be anything. But this is very significant in your life because it's going to, you need this you need to experience this in order to have a growth phase or a rebirth phase. Because something always has to fade away or to die away in order for something to change and something new to come in. And a lot of people will try to resist this part of it, and you can't have resistance in this part of your life, or you're going to get stagnant and things are just going to kind of viciously, keep coming back around, and you're I can't do this anymore. So, this is going to bring some type of healing, some type of rebirth, some type of, a new connection of some sorts. It's just going to be something different. And so when you think about it like that, every beginning has an end and every end has a beginning. So it's like a loop, and it's a time to bring light in for other people. Even though you're going to maybe experience something, it's going to be a time where you're going to hold the light for somebody else. Because this person may see you or see that you're experiencing this, and it's going to help them with something. So just remember, you always got somebody watching you, or trying to learn from you, or trying to take you down, whatever the case is. I don't know. But there's going to be a learning experience with all this. So, helping someone out could also be it, instead of, that last part where I was just talking about, it may be for somebody else, but it may be you just helping somebody else and shining the light in there on them, or, what I mean, maybe they're having a hard time, but you're going to shine your light. So maybe it's just helping someone in that case. So be aware of that and be cautious of, who you help, who you give your energy to, because you don't want to just help somebody and then, that's in the end of it, but because you're going to experience some kind of ending. So just being aware of your situation is the best. All right, so next we have water signs, which are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So you guys may be feeling completely maxed out, completely exhausted, drained, tired, spreading yourself too thin, whatever the case may be. So you guys need to pull it together and take care of yourselves. You need to figure out why you're spreading yourself so thin and not taking care of yourself, number one. And then, maybe you have a new idea about how to do things differently or what to do differently, but just kind of put that on the back burner for just a little bit, because you really need to take this time and, really look at your diet and really look at what you're putting into your body. Is it worthy of your body? You need to find that self-worth, and are these things worthy of you? And whatever's going to come later is going to come, but you need to fix this part of you first. So let's just sit with that for just a little bit. Put yourself back together, see what comes about it, or see what happens. And it kind of you can't pour from an empty cup, so you need to get your cup refilled and get rejuvenated, and get yourself into a position that you don't feel so just drained. And it's like a time that you need to really just honor yourself and how far you've come, and honor your mind and your body and your spirit, because water signs are going to experience a lot of deep emotions over this next year. And you're going to definitely want to do this, because you're going to need to do it. So, and it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And it's not about, how some people say, oh, well, if I have this, this, and this, and this, and this. You guys are going to be leaning toward, I want quality over all of that other stuff. So that's what you're going to really flip to. You're going to be quality, quality, quality. No matter how that looks for you, it's going to look a little different for each person. Maybe it's your job, maybe it's your relationships, maybe it's whatever it is. It's going to be about quality. So be selective in the people you share your space with. Be selective in who you invite to your house, who you go out and mingle with as your friends, who do you interact with on social media, because these all affect your energy. And if you're already drained out and you're interacting with a bunch of people that, let's just be real, don't give a crap about you or your energy, and you think they do, but they don't, you're just going to enhance that tired, worn out, drained feeling, because those are vampires or energy vampires, you know what I mean? So, be picky with who you care about, who you share space with, and who you share friendships with, social circles. Be very picky in that, because you need to be spreading love and compassion, and you guys are about love and compassion. So be pickier. It's not selfish if you want to look at it in the right way. If you want to call it selfish, it's actually a healthy selfish. But it's not. It's just you got to take care of you, because ain't nobody else going to take care of you. So take care of you first, and give yourself compassion first. And then you spread that out to others. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you love anybody else? You can't. So you got to take care of yourself first, and then that way that all that radiates outward, and people can see your light when you have it for yourself. So I would take this advice and really think about it this week, because this week is a lot of changes are going to come up in the next 2 weeks, which I'll try to talk about that in the next one too. But awareness, being aware, if you're working on these things every single week, you're going to become more aware of your situation and more aware of your consciousness and your daily life stuff. So, awareness is key. So, I hope you have a good week this week. I hope that you all take this. Whatever resonates with you, take it. If you're like, she's crazy, then leave it right here. But no, just be aware of things, and this world's ever changing. 2021 is the year of unpredictability, of broken realities, of broken old beliefs. It is going to be a shook up world. And, you know, it's about truth. It's about finding your freedom and your truth within yourself as an individual. So I'll talk about that more as we go. But, you know, when you start thinking about your life and how you're going to go forward, you know, you need to think about those things and how that looks for you and how that looks in your life for you. So I love you all, and I appreciate you coming back to my channel. And if you made it this far, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, please take care of yourselves and spread lots of love and lots of compassion. See you next time.